Hulu brings us a sci-fi romantic drama with music as the backdrop. Let's talk about the greatest hits. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my spoiler-free review for the new Hulu film, The Greatest Hits. This is streaming right now, and we'll talk about all of this in just a moment. First, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. We do movie and TV reviews here on the channel, and just about every day something new goes up. I'm always posting stuff for you to check out, so always a lot going on here on the channel. With that in mind, please consider subscribing, hit that like button, and comment below. Okay, so this is written, produced, and directed by Ned Benson. That's a new name for me. The only credit of his that I even recognize is he helped with the story for the movie Black Widow. But the other movies he's been involved with, I've never even heard of. So this is, kind of his first, big, if you want to call it that, directing job. And this stars Lucy Boynton, who I know from a great movie called Sing Street, but you may know her from a bunch of other things. She's done a lot of things in England. And then Justin H. Min, who is a part of the Umbrella Academy. So you might recognize him from that. But essentially, the plot here is Lucy Boynton plays this gal, Harriet, who is mourning her boyfriend. He died a couple of years ago in a car crash. But part of her emotional recovery is this weird ability to time travel. Whenever she hears songs associated with her ex, she time travels to that specific time where she first heard that song. And so in the present, people see these episodes as seizures, but she's really sort of, on a trip. And so she wears these big headphones in public to kind of, avoid going through that by accident. But in the meantime, she meets this guy, David Park, in her recovery group. And that is the Min character. And he's, trying to figure out his grief through losing his parents. So it goes from there, and there is one guy in Harriet's life that does know the real secret about what's going on with her. That's this DJ friend Morris, and so he suggests, hey, it's time to move on here. We don't need you to be doing all of this. Retta has a small role as well. Of course, we know her from Parks and Rec and the Good Girls. She plays the leader of the therapy group. Look, this movie had a lot of potential, I think. The concept is certainly interesting, and it's funny. I just reviewed a couple of days ago another romance movie very heavy with the music theme called Musica, and that was it wasn't science fiction, not time travel, but music was a huge part of that movie as well for the main character in certainly a different way. But yeah, so obviously, look, music is very influential in all of our lives, right? It always associates us with a place, a time, a color, whatever. And this movie takes that idea literally. And I think that is an interesting aspect. I love a good time travel movie. I don't think this is a good time travel movie, but it's certainly interesting in concept. The problem is, I believe that this director, what's his name, Ned Benson, I believe that he was focused so much on how interesting this concept is that he forgot to write interesting characters. I didn't really care much about Harriet, and Lucy Boynton plays her fine. There's nothing necessarily, wrong with how she played it, or, oh, I would have done it this way. It's just the character is so flat. She is stricken by grief, and she is obsessed with finding the tune that she believes, if she finds the specific tune when Max died, she can save him, basically. She can go back in time and sort of save that moment. So a lot of the movie is her just searching for this particular song that she really doesn't have any recollection of. She doesn't know what she's looking for. And gee, there's only 10 million songs out there, probably more. So it's like, all right. So that in itself seems like kind of a fool's errand, but okay, I'll go with it. But still, through it all, she's just not a very interesting character. And as a result, I'm not sure why this guy even wants to get involved with her, because she's so obsessed with finding this song and going back and figuring it out, um, that she just is not a very friendly person. She's just not very interesting. So, for me, that's the biggest whiff of this movie. I think in concept it's interesting, and I will give it this as well. I kind of liked the ending. I don't want to say necessarily it's a twist, because I do think it's foreshadowed a bit. But look, an ending for me can make or break a movie. I don't think it made this one, certainly, but I do think it maybe raised it a little bit for me, because I do think it was an interesting choice, and which, like I said, we're not going to do spoilers, so I'm not going to go into the specifics of that, but I think it was enough for me to, bump the grade up just slightly. But these characters are just so flat. And in a movie that's all about music and the associations with that, I just wish there were some more interesting characters here. But they're played okay. Boynton does a fine job, Min does a fine job. But yeah, for the most part, this is a bit of a miss for me. I will leave the greatest hits on Hulu with a C minus. But if you are intrigued by the concept enough, you can check it out now on Hulu. All right, thank you so much for watching Dan Reviews It. We'll see you next time.